Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Odio, and I'm here today to review Shelter for you. Oh, it's in the theaters now. Action-packed awesomeness with Jason Statham. And at this point, Jason Statham is basically a genre of movie, and it's one I want to go see. Let's check it out here. So I have seen a whole shit ton of Jason Statham movies over the year, and I have honestly have pretty much liked them all. They're my brand. I'm down with them. I when I was watching Wrecking Crew the other day, I said, these action movies are kind of like a cheeseburger. You know what you're going to get when you order a cheeseburger, but just like back in the day when you saw Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger was in a movie, you knew what you were going to get, and that's what Statham is. He's kind of like a little bacon on that cheeseburger to the movie. He adds a little extra spice that you want on there. And let me tell you, he's not doing a whole lot different here, but he is definitely doing his thing. So Shelter is a movie that starts off with our old retired beekeeper here, Jason Statham, working at a lighthouse. And he never leaves the lighthouse and never goes to land at all. And every now and then this little lone boat comes out, drops him off supplies and food and whatever like that. We don't really find out why. Just his old war buddy and his niece. Not his daughter, his niece. A little girl comes and she brings the food up to the door, and Statham kind of meets her. We, of course, learn she doesn't know who her father is. Who could it be? Could it be some old mechanic sitting around doing nothing? Who knows? We don't really get that answer, but it adds to the depth and the mystery of Shelter. So we eventually learn that Jason Statham just doesn't leave the house. He's like, he's no longer a transporter. He just stays still, doesn't move anything until that little girl and her uncle one day, they get caught in a storm. And after they drop off his stuff, they go to leave, but looking outside, looks like the boat's going to capsize. Oh no, will the uncle drown? Will the daughter drown? Who will save them? Well, don't worry. Your local shark fighter, Jason Statham, is here, and he's the man for the job. He launches his boat and heads out into the water. If big trouble comes, though, not to worry. Jason Statham's not afraid to ride a surfboard, throw a spear at a shark if he's got to. And as he gets out there on the water, I immediately think to myself, this should be no problem. He can dive, he can scuba, he can fight giant prehistoric sharks if they come up. He's got a mega good plan, and he has to end up saving the girl. And we get kind of an iRobot moment there with the uncle.
Save her! Save the girl! Save her!
But yeah, he saves the girl and brings her into the lighthouse. And that's kind of where the mystery begins. Like, why does he live in the lighthouse? Who's this girl? And why can't he leave the island? Well, we soon find out because the girl is hurt, and our man Parker has to take a boat, head into town, and get some supplies so that he can heal her up. And when he's in there, he gets seen by some kind of a camera, and he gets flagged, where we kind of get the villains of this. It's sort of like the government, always, the government, they're the bad guys, but they have this sophisticated AI thing called Thea. And Thea looks and uses every camera everywhere in the world to identify threats and take them down before they can really become threats. What an amazing idea. They're stopping thought crime and pre-crime with this machine. But Jason Statham, he doesn't want to get seen by them because he used to be, like Jason Bourne was back in the day. Like, he used to be a super spy guy.
I don't know who this guy was. I don't know about that picture. I don't know who I am.
And even though he left the government years ago, we find out, of course, he's the retired ex-agent guy, whatever. And we find out that they didn't think he was one of the more expendable guys. He was not one of the expendables. They wanted him back. They wanted him to come and lead the program, but he had left. So now they're hunting him down like for a long time. They thought he was dead, but he's not dead. And we get kind of these two government groups. There's this one government group run by these agents who are just trying to capture him and kind of uphold the law. But then there's his old mentor or whatever, this guy running an old program called Black Kite, who's trying to get Jason Statham. And pretty much the whole movie is just Jason Statham and this girl on the run from all the government. It's overall a pretty good movie, though. Jason Statham is in, top Jason Statham form. He's not wasting a whole bunch of lines. But hey, he's getting up there. He's even got the gray salt and pepper in the beard, but his hands are still fast. His combat still looks great. Knife fights, gun fights, running. There's some really, really good chase scenes in the cars where they're driving, shooting. I like chase scenes in it. I know it's like a staple in these movies, but hey, man, they work. They actually play off really good here. They felt intense. I also do want to mention while watching this movie, like, this is a spoiler alert, okay? So maybe skip the next 10 seconds if you don't want to hear this. It's not a big spoiler, but Jason Statham does live on a lighthouse on an island with his only friend, a dog. And they do eventually come and find that dog. And yes, they do. If I know what you're thinking, yes, just like John Wick, they do it. They do the bad thing. Don't watch this movie. It's terrible. No, I'm just kidding. But like, oh, I don't like it when they do bad things to dogs. But and maybe if you're in the theater, just grab some popcorn or go to pee at that part. We also get a kind of standout funny performance in a way of like Brian Vigier. I can't remember how to pronounce his name, but he's like a workman. He's like the Terminator, basically. He's the T-1000. Wherever he sees Jason Statham and the girl, he just chases after them with his arms pumping. Da 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 da. He just has like a blank expression on his screen half the movie, even though stuff's taking a bunch of effort trying to kill Statham and the girl, or whatever. It's awesome. You get some really cool chase scenes, fight scenes galore all throughout the movie. And like, it's the kind of thing, if you know what you're getting with a Jason Statham movie, you either want that or you don't. If you want that, you're getting it. You're getting all of it. The action scenes, the guns, the combat, the dialogue. The girl, I can't remember her name. She does a really good job. The whole movie, it seems like he's trying to save her, and we're slowly teasing out bits of information about where she is and where she comes from and stuff. And overall was great. Kind of like the transporter, whatever. He's trying to get rid of her so that he can, go back and deal with the big problem. He does lose the girl once then, but he is of course able to snatch her back when he has to and defend her right to the end. It's a great movie. We kind of even get like a little we get a little Batman The Dark Knight Rises ending here. Alfred goes off and sees him at the cafe at the end. We get a moment like that at the end and leaves it open for a sequel. And overall, awesome. This movie's great. You're going to get everything you want in this movie. Jason Statham in peak form, lots of action, good comedy, explosions, adventure. Holy shit, yes. Check this movie out. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 on the odometer. I absolutely loved it. I love the Working Man that he did last year, and he's really working man in this one. It is just so much fun, and it's great. If you're looking for something to check out in the theater this weekend, why not get the bacon cheeseburger Jason Statham special, Shelter? But thanks so much for watching this far, guys. Really appreciate that. Please like, share, subscribe to the video, and remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.